Hello everyone! So a video I uploaded in March has recently gained a lot of traction. It is like almost 5,000 views and I have gained over 100 subscribers from it. So yeah, welcome to all of the new people from my trans mask tips video, because there are a lot of you here now, so thank you if you're subscribed from that. If you're not subscribed from that, thank you for subscribing, but like, wow, that video, just like every time I check on it, has like more views and more comments of like just little baby transes looking for advice, and I'm glad that I'm here to give it. So yeah, welcome to everyone who's new. My hair is a different color. I have different piercings. Let's talk about more trans things, because that's what gets me views and I like talking about it. So like, this is kind of like the type of videos that like I used to watch when I was like 13, and so because I realized a lot of the people in the comments of the top 10 trans mask tips video are like newly out younger people who are discovering their transness, and I want to help you with that. Basically, this is just like dressing masculine 101, but also dressing masculine in a way that like hides your chest and like your hips and that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what this is going to be. So if you've been out for like a while, or you're not interested in dressing masculine, you can just skip this one. It's not really for you. And another thing that I wanted to say at the beginning is like, what other trans videos do you want me to make? Because like, in my mind, you guys know everything, but you might not know everything. So like, if there's a specific topic you want me to go over, or just like anything you might be interested in me doing as a video, comment that below and I'll try my best to make it. And then I do want to do a quick disclaimer. I kind of just touched on this, but like, this video is specifically meant for like people who are interested in dressing masculine and also would have dysphoria surrounding their chest or hip showing. This obviously doesn't apply to every single trans mask person, even though that's in the title. I know there are a lot of trans mask people who aren't that interested in actually dressing or presenting masculine, even though they're trans mask. A lot of trans mask people just like presenting feminine, wearing female clothing, whatever that means, but yeah. And you know, some trans mask people don't have dysphoria about their chest. They don't bind and they don't plan on to. They like showing off their hips, so you know, it's whatever. So this video is really just for people who know that they would feel a little more gender euphoric if everyone wasn't seeing like their like curvy hips or their chest, and they want to dress more masculine, and that's what this is for. I don't want this video to be like policing what you think you're allowed to wear as a young trans person. This is just if you are interested in dressing masculine and you also are like maybe dysphoric about your body. That's what this is for. I just want to get that out of the way, because I used to watch a lot of videos where like, if you're not wearing like Adidas sweatpants and like Thrasher shirts, you're not really trans, because you're a faker. And so that's a dangerous thing to spread. So you can wear whatever you want, but this is tips if you don't know how to dress that masculine, or you're like just getting into it and you want some advice. And you probably already noticed, but down here there are like timestamps things on the scrub bar. If you want to skip to a particular part of this video, or like you want to come back to this video just to remember what I said at that one part, you can skip along here. So yeah, I think more YouTubers need to add these things because they're very helpful. And so anyway, now that everything has been said and prefaced and disclaimed, let's start talking about dressing masculine if you're trans. So the first thing is finding clothes. We can't start to build our masculine wardrobe when all we have is silly little girl clothes, but silly little girl clothes can be fun and valid. Don't let me police what you wear, okay? But you understand what I'm saying. If you are newly out, or even if you just want to like give yourself a little wardrobe revamp, maybe change up your aesthetic, it can be hard to like find a lot of clothes all at once, because like usually you build a wardrobe by like getting things over time. Are you just gonna sit there and watch me do this? How long has she been there? So yeah, it can be hard to find clothes. So I have some tips for how to get large amounts of masculine clothing into your wardrobe if you don't have that much to start with. First thing is actually hand-me-downs. The great thing about hand-me-downs is that they're free. You can get them for free. Now, hand-me-downs do require you have a supportive family, which I know not everyone has, but if you do, you really need to utilize this. Like this shirt that I'm wearing right now, this is my granddad's shirt that he just gave me because he thought I would like it, and I do. it's a nice shirt. So yeah, if you have an older brother, a father, a grandfather, an uncle, a cousin, whatever, someone with masculine clothing, just be like, hey, can I have some of that? Or like, you know, you don't even have to directly ask them, just like go into their closet, point at a thing, be like, I never noticed you wear that, can I have it? And they'll probably say yes. Most grown men do not care about what they wear, so you can probably just waltz in there, take a few things, and they won't even notice it's gone. I'm not encouraging theft, like consensual theft. Be like, can I have this? Yes. Well, that's not theft, but you know what I mean. So yeah, hand-me-downs are great, and you can just find cool stuff in there too. So yeah, that would be my first recommendation. However, I know not everyone has access to supportive male family members who are willing to give away their clothing. So the second thing is thrift stores, charity shops, depending on where you are. These are great. I don't think I need to sell you on these. A lot of times people are now complaining about thrift stores being gentrified, like them raising prices because of the whole Depop stuff. I do think that is happening in bigger cities, but like in rural areas, they have not caught on with the memo. So like when I was in America over the summer, I went to a lot of thrift stores in like more rural towns, and oh my god, they have no idea how much like worth is in their clothing now that like the Depop girls have arrived. Like they are still selling stuff for cheap. So if you were in a small town or like visiting a rural area, go to the local thrift shops because they're still doing the cheap clothing thing. And you know, there's a lot of cool stuff in there. Some of the stuff that you're gonna see me wearing in this video came from thrift shops, charity shops, whatever. So yeah, you can get a lot of cool masculine clothing in there. And then the last thing, which is the thing I mostly recommend, and pretty much half the stuff you're gonna see me wearing later on is from this, is eBay. Here's the thing about eBay. With eBay, you can sort by used clothing and under like $10 or $20, like you can sort by used and cheap. So you don't even have to filter through all of the like $65 band tees that like teenage girls are selling. You can just find the cheap stuff. And the thing is, a lot of the people selling masculine clothing on eBay are like middle-aged men who don't realize that their vintage Metallica tee could go for way more if they like just knew how much it was worth. So you can find a lot of really cool masculine clothing on eBay, like fashionable masculine clothing, like for so cheap, because like literally these like 40-year-old guys don't realize that their leather jackets they could be getting a lot more for, but like, you know, let's not tell them that because now we can get all of their clothing for super cheap. And you can find such cool stuff on eBay. I don't know if I'm gonna say all of the things that I got from eBay that I'll be wearing because literally so much of my clothing comes from eBay. It's so nice. Shop on eBay. It's like online thrift shopping, and then like, yeah, if you're not out to your family, all of the packaging is like just discreet because it's just people mailing it from their houses. So yeah. Okay, so now you know where to get your clothing, but you might be thinking, what specifically should I be focusing on to build my masculine wardrobe? So let's go over some transmasc wardrobe essentials. The first thing you are going to want to get is a baggy hoodie or baggy hoodies. I have like so many of them. Baggy hoodies are great for just anyone who is uncomfortable with their body because they just absorb you into the void and they're wonderful. I have had this hoodie for many years and it has stayed just as baggy and just as great. So yeah, big baggy hoodies, you probably don't even need me to tell you about this one. You probably are in the know. Big baggy hoodies can do wonders for you, so just get some baggy hoodies. And they're like, I think they're in right now, the last time I checked. The next thing to get is a denim jacket, preferably a big denim jacket. The thing is, with a lot of jackets and clothing, they tend to like hug your hips and your waist because, you know, it's like malleable fabric, but not with denim jackets. They're like really tough, and so when you put them on, it won't like hug your hips or like go into your waist or anything. It'll just square you out, and then you can put a bunch of cool badges on it, because you know the queer people love cool badges and stuff. So yeah, this one has a tiger on it. It's like a double XL. It makes sure it's an oversized denim jacket, but a denim jacket. Next, you're gonna want to have some flannels. Flannels are a fantastic masculine clothing item, and you know, They are a great layer for all sorts of things. We're going to get into layering. That's its whole section. But yeah, flannels are great. Flannels can be a wonderful source of gender euphoria. I mean, in my case, they are. For you, they might not be, but like, try them out. Flannels are fun. And flannels are pretty unisex, so like, if you're a little too scared to shop in the men's section, you know, you can find a flannel in the women's. It's fine. Yeah. Flannels are great. I'm going to be talking a lot about flannels in the layering section of this video, so make sure you have some flannels. Next is patterned button-ups. This is like a staple of queer fashion, is patterned button-ups. No matter what gender, what sexuality, if you are not straight or not cis, you need to be wearing some patterned button-ups. This one I love. It's like 80s arcade print with worm on strings. This is like the best shirt I own. I'm not even kidding. And then this one I got from eBay for like super cheap. Again, eBay. And it's like all these funky patterns. So yeah, these are great because any collared shirt really, so like polos, shirts like these, flannels, any collared shirt, it kind of will like thicken your neck, which gives you a little bit more of a masculine look. But then like super patterned button-ups, especially like this one, if you like maybe don't have a binder or like have a really loose binder or like you just have a bigger chest so you're not completely flat when you bind, these can be good because they kind of distract the eye from your chest bump. So I would recommend some patterned button-ups. And also you can find super fun, funky, cool ones like this worm on a string one. This is from Etsy. If it's still being sold, I'll link it below because I know y'all are gonna go nuts for this. It's such a cute shirt. And then finally, just oversized clothing. Like if you wear a men's small, get a men's medium. I wear men's medium, so I usually get a men's large, extra large. Just like, first of all, oversized clothing I feel like is in fashion right now. Although it'll kind of always be in fashion because, you know, people will always hate themselves. But anyway, yeah, oversized clothing, it's very good for just like hiding your chest, hiding your hips. It can make you look a little bit more juvenile, which you already do look because you have that trans guy baby face, but you know, it's fine. Yeah, I would just say when shopping for masculine clothing when you're trans, just try and go a little bit oversized. That way it's not hugging you in all of the wrong places. And then the final thing is a watch. Watches are great at thickening up your wrist. This is my Apple Watch. Siri, I'm not talking to you. So yeah, it doesn't have to be an Apple Watch. It can just be any type of chunky big watch. It'll thicken up your wrist, and you can tell the time. And if you have an Apple Watch, it can tell you a bunch of other things, but you know, just get a nice chunky watch. And those are all of the things I recommend to have in your trans mask wardrobe. So yeah, you don't have to have all of these things. However, all of these things will be included in the layering section, as well as some other stuff. But yeah, I would just recommend getting those. You don't have to get them all at once. Again, if you're like slowly coming out, slowly like socially transitioning, you can just slowly accumulate them. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is pants / trousers, whatever you like to call them. Basically the things that go on your legs. Now, when you're trans and you have hips, it is very hard to hide your hips via your like trousers, pants. I'm just gonna be saying pants for the rest of this. I know it means underwear in Britain speak. I don't care. It's very hard to hide your hips with pants. That's why it's really important what you're wearing on top to help. But like if you're looking for like a magical pair of pants to hide your hips, unless you're like really skinny anyways, probably not gonna happen. And the other thing to remember is when you are assigned female at birth and are menstruating, your fat levels fluctuate with your menstruation cycle. That's why one week you might fit into a pair of pants perfectly fine, and the next week you might have to squeeze into them, but then the week after that you have to wear a belt with them. It's because your fat levels like fluctuate with your menstrual cycle. So some days you might have a really easy time hiding your hips in one outfit and then wear the same outfit 2 weeks later and your hips are just like fully on display and you're like, what the hell? So it is important to remember, unless you have your uterus removed from you, your fat levels are fluctuating. Even if you've stopped your period via different contraceptive methods like birth control and that, you're still having some type of menstrual cycle, I believe. I'm not a doctor or like an expert, but your fat levels fluctuate with your menstrual cycle. So it is important to remember that there are just going to be some days where it is really hard to hide your hips because you're just at a higher body fat percentage than you usually are, because that's how your period works. It sometimes gives you more fat and sometimes less fat, and it's fun. It's not fun. So yeah, and everyone's body is just gonna work with different things because of that. Like I said, maybe your fat levels don't fluctuate that much and you can wear the same thing and be fine, or they can fluctuate like crazy and you just have to have like 2 different sizes of things to wear. And it's also just depending on like what you personally like. So I don't know, maybe you're like really into like dark academia or like cottagecore and you want to wear like khakis and dress pants. I would never, but you might want to do that. So it really just depends. My personal recommendation would just be to find a couple pairs of jeans, because jeans kind of go with everything, unless you're going for a very specific aesthetic in your style. Just jeans are fine. Just get jeans. I have 3 pairs of jeans. I have 2 pairs of jeans that are the exact same style and size, just in 2 different colors, which I would recommend getting. If you find a pair of jeans that you like, just try and find that exact same pair in a different color so you aren't just wearing the same jeans every day. So yeah, I have those 2 pairs of jeans, which, if you're wondering, I think are a straight fit. I didn't name them, okay? And then the other pair of jeans I recently found in storage, and I haven't worn them since I was 12, but there are these baggy jeans, which I'm pretty sure might be women's jeans. But for some reason, even though I haven't worn them in 5 years, fit me perfectly, like lengthwise and waistwise. No clue how that happened, because I know for a fact I have grown 4 inches. But yeah, baggy jeans are also really good. The thing is with baggy jeans, I found that if you find a pair of baggy jeans, sometimes they'll be really baggy from like the knees to the ankles, but then the thighs, because it's used to men's thighs, it'll really hug your thighs and hips and just like kind of almost accentuate them even more than like skinny jeans would. So make sure when you're getting baggy jeans to get like baggy jeans, because like sometimes baggy jeans are just worse than skinny jeans. And then if you're confused about the men's sizing of things compared to the women's sizing of things, the men's sizing is actually way easier and way simpler to understand. The way men's sizing works is you have 2 numbers. You have the waist number and then the leg length number. So for me, mine is 31-32 because my waist in circumference in inches is 31 inches, and then my legs are 32 inches. And that is just how you find your size. If you have one of these like tape measure things that usually come in a sewing kit, this can be a really good way to find your size at home. Or, you know, you can just take an estimated guess and then try on some different sizes and figure out which one is yours. Both work just as fine. And yeah, that is how to get pants. Like I said, it's as long as you find pants that mostly hide your hips, you'll be okay. But you know, sometimes you really just can't hide them at all. And that is where layering comes in. Layering is a wonderful, beautiful thing. If you have any type of dysphoria or are going for any type of euphoria, layering will get you there. Layering is such a magical thing. It is such a magical, wonderful thing. Layering can really, really do wonders for hiding your hips. And if you have a small chest and you're not binding, or if you're binding with a big chest and it's still showing, or if you're like, I don't know, if your chest is showing, layering can also really help hide your chest too. It can actually help you hide your chest so much that I was gonna model these looks without my binder on until I realized that I only own binders and I don't have like a sports bra or anything to model with. So yeah, I will be in a binder for all of these looks, but do keep in mind that if you try them out, mix and match some of these layering things, use different types of things than I'm using, that you may be able to help conceal your chest and your hips. This will really help with hiding your hips too. Let's get into the different types of layering. So the way I'm gonna do it is we're gonna go by base layer. So we're gonna start with our base layer being a t-shirt and work from there. That's how I found the easiest way to do it, rather than just like mixing and matching and just going through them. We're gonna be starting out with different base layers and then talking about what layers can go on top of our base layer. And so all of these are only going to be 2-layer looks, but keep in mind, if your like second layer isn't a coat, you can always just put a coat over it if it's like really cold or you're really dysphoric. So yeah, let's talk about layers. So our first base layer is a t-shirt. Now, I think literally everyone owns a t-shirt, so you should be set for this one. So our first layer to do on top of a t-shirt would be an unbuttoned button-up, or a flannel. This is a very classic transmasc look. The great thing that I love about this is how much it hides your hips. Because you have that unbuttoned layer on top of the shirt, it kind of helps mask your hips in a way, and it looks pretty stylish. This look has pretty much always been in fashion, always will be in fashion. This can like work for different weather. If you do a flannel for colder weather or like a short sleeve button up for cooler weather, all of it can work. And yeah, this is just a really solid option for hiding your hips. Not as good as hiding your chest, seeing as you still are just wearing a t-shirt. I'm trying to film something. I'm trying to teach people how to wear clothes. Thank you. And so the next option is a vest or tank top over a t-shirt. This is really good if it's like just not cold enough to justify anything else but a t-shirt, but you still kind of want to try and mask your body. This is a really good, like, warmer weather option. I have obviously never tested this out on an unbinded chest, but I would imagine that this is a little bit better at hiding your chest than just wearing a t-shirt would be. So yeah, this isn't the most fashion forward idea I have on here. I just wanted something else to layer over a t-shirt for the sake of this video. But you know, I mean, sweater vests are kind of in. I don't know. Try this one out. Let me know how it goes. And then the final thing is just putting over a jacket or a coat over your t-shirt. This basically accomplishes the same thing as a button-up or a flannel. It's just a little bit of a warmer option. It can be even better at hiding your hips if you're going with something like a denim jacket. But yeah, it's just a jacket and a t-shirt. I don't think I need to explain that much to you. Our next base layer is a hoodie. And now when your base layer is a hoodie, get ready for the game to be changed. The amount of your body that you can hide with a base layer hoodie, incredible. So first we have the t-shirt over the hoodie. This is when it's like not quite cold enough to justify anything else over the hoodie, but like you kind of aren't feeling just the hoodie, you want to spice it up a bit, so you put a t-shirt over the hoodie. Wow. And this is really good for hiding your chest because you have the baggy hoodie hiding your chest plus the design of the t-shirt. I would go with the t-shirt with the design to like mask from your chest. Yeah, it's great. And this is what you wear if you like have a t-shirt that you really want to wear, but it's like too cold to wear just that shirt, so you wear a hoodie underneath it. It's a really fun look. I love it. Next is a flannel over a hoodie. Again, a classic transmasc look. Flannels over hoodies can be great for hiding hips and your chest. Again, base layer hoodie will just hide everything for you. And a flannel over a hoodie is very fashion, very autumn, very chic. I don't know, is it chic? Would you call it chic? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, flannels over hoodies. Again, this is a little bit of like a cooler option if it's like not quite that cold outside, but you still want to layer over that hoodie. And yeah, I think it looks nice. And then finally, we have jackets over a hoodie. You know, a denim jacket and a hoodie is like the ultimate concealer of just everything on you. It is great. You know, I also really love a leather jacket with a hoodie moment. I have this one leather jacket from eBay that I wear like almost every day. It's great. And yeah, this is also really good at keeping you warm. A jacket with a hoodie will keep you very warm. So if you are in an especially cold climate like I am in England, or if you're in even a colder climate, I would recommend this because it'll keep you warm. Our next base layer is a jumper or sweater, depending on where you're from. I'm just gonna say jumper for this video. So first, you can layer a t-shirt over a jumper. This is sort of similar to the hoodie situation where it's too cold to wear a t-shirt, but you really wanted to wear the t-shirt. So yeah, this one's sort of similar to the hoodie situation where it is pretty good at hiding your chest with the multiple layers over your chest. And I think it is a little bit more of like an emo look than the hoodie under t-shirt. I don't know, let me know. So it's a very specific aesthetic, but I think it's a cute one. And next, you just have a jacket over your jumper. This is, I don't really have much to say on this. It's literally just wearing a jacket over your jumper. It'll help you hide your hips because it's a jacket over something. I don't know. This is, again, most of these aren't rocket science, so like I'm just telling you what they are. So our final base layer is a collared shirt. This could be a flannel, a polo, a button-up. I know I'm wearing a dress shirt in these modeling clips. And a collared shirt base layer is really good because, like I said, a collar will thicken your neck. So let's get into our options. So first we have the jumper over the collared shirt. This is a very like smart, nerdy look, very dark academia, light academia, cottagecore, whatever. I don't know. It's always gonna be a cute look, so yeah, jumper over a collared shirt, you know, it's cute, it's fine. It's not the most like layering for like hiding your hips or whatever, but it's pretty good layering in terms of just like, it's a cute look, it's very masculine, I like it. Next is a t-shirt over a collared shirt. This is, again, really good at hiding your chest. The more layers you have on, the less your chest is shown, especially if you have a design on the t-shirt. And this, again, if you're doing like a short-sleeved collared shirt, so like a polo or the dress shirt, this is really great if it's like a little bit cold outside but you want to wear a t-shirt, or if it's like warm outside but you still want to wear a layer. And yeah, and adding a collar to a t-shirt can make it just that little bit more masculine. Again, it's the collar thickening your neck a bit. And I think it looks cute. I really do think it looks cute. And then finally, we have the jacket over the collared shirt. Again, a jacket, just a big old jacket will hide your hips, it can hide your chest, and the collared shirt can make you just look a little bit more masculine. So yeah, definitely utilize some collared shirt base layer things. And like I said, with all of these layers, if your second layer isn't a jacket, you can add a jacket. So you can do collared shirt, t-shirt, jacket, like hoodie, t-shirt, jacket. Like you can always just add more layers. You can mix some of these up. I know I didn't go through every possible combination. I mean, if you want to do a polo over a hoodie, let me know how that works out for you. Yeah. But yeah, you can mix and match these up. Obviously, if you choose like different colors of things or different styles of things, that can obviously fit whatever type of aesthetic you're going for. I tried in those clips to like be wearing different colors and styles of things to show you how like a lot of aesthetics can fit into these layers. But yeah, I hope I did a good job. And that is the basics of layering. Layering, it's very helpful. It's a very helpful thing. So our final topic to go over is shoes. Now, shoes are probably the easiest thing to like master when it comes to dressing masculine. You are probably no stranger to Converse, Vans, and Doc Martens. And there is a reason that those are like the gay shoes. It is because all of those shoes are unisex shoes. A lot of the problems with men's shoe sizes is usually they only go down to a certain size, and it's usually not the size that our feet are. I'm a men's size 7. A lot of retailers only go down to like a size 8. So it can be hard to find men's shoes in my size, except for Converse, Vans, and Doc Martens, because their shoes are unisex. They are like labeled men's and women's, but they are just the same shoes, just they're different sizes. And sometimes the women's has different colors, but fundamentally they're all the same shoes. So I would recommend getting any of those shoes because, you know, you can find them in your size and they're like just a nice, not masculine shoe because they're for everyone, just a nice staple shoe. And so I would recommend getting some Converse, Vans, or Docs just because, you know, they're a nice staple shoe to have and you can find them in your size. And, you know, if you like, unless you want to get the glitter rainbow galaxy ones, they can look pretty masculine. Now, if you were to ask me personally what I would recommend, I always go for combat boots as like a good masculine look. Even combat boots that aren't built to have a platform will make you a little bit taller, and they just kind of like beef up your foot. So they'll make your feet look a little bit bigger and they look really cool. So, but I understand that not everyone wants to wear combat boots. They're just not everyone's style, and I get that, but that's my personal take. And then my other shoe tip is to try and get platforms. So these are my platform Doc Martens. I love these shoes. I like wear them every day. I'm almost finished breaking them in. So soon I'll be able to wear them and not be in pain. I know for a fact Converse have platforms. Not sure about Vans, but they might. Anyway, platform shoes will make you a bit taller, and especially if you're like one of those unfortunate trans masc people stuck at like 5'2" or 5'3", I'm so sorry. But you know, these can help make you a little bit taller and make you feel very stompy and powerful. And those are all of my trans mask clothing tips, fashion tips, hacks, top 10. Subscribe! So yeah, I hope this helped. If you have any questions, comment them below and I'll try and answer them. If you have any other ideas for videos that you would want me to make, if you want me to go more in depth on something, or if like you're trans and you want a very specific type of guide or whatever, I don't know, comment below, let me know, and subscribe please. Thanks. I hope you liked the video.